They have chosen to increase the budget, which is an amazing thing for us as fans who love to watch these movies. The more the budget, essentially the better the movie. And what's up, Alfonso Nation? It's Alfonso Peterman here today, and guys, welcome to another episode of my Rise of Bumblebee series. This is basically a series where I discuss all the facts and falsehoods concerning the upcoming Bumblebee movie. This is episode number 4, and in this episode, we're going to talk about some updates about the movie. We're going to kind of dive into some aspects of the things that were announced about the film. And last but not least, we're going to talk about one of the most amazing announcements in terms of like figures I've ever seen in a long time. So we're gonna get started, but before we get started, I got a couple of shout outs I want to give out to a couple of people. These shout outs are completely random. I just went on YouTube and I saw 3 people that were subscribed to me, and I just want to give you a shout out. One goes out to Teresa Massalang, one goes out to Black Gear, and one goes out to Triple Tron. Guys, thank you so much for being a subscriber, for being an Alfonso Nation member. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, guys. I appreciate all your support. It's been crazy. Let's talk about the movie, guys. Let's talk about Bumblebee the movie. And the reason why I say Bumblebee the movie is because that's what it's called, okay? Honestly, that's what has been announced and confirmed to be called. There's been a recent release of the title with the logo of Bumblebee's face and the title, and it says Bumblebee the movie. So that is what it's going to be called, and that is what we're going to refer it as from this moment forward. And there's the logo of Bumblebee's head, version 2 render. Guys, that logo, it looks so very, very cool. It looks very familiar. It looks like Bumblebee, and there's just a couple of changes versus his, newer looks. So that has been released. On the financial aspect of it, the production budget of the film has increased by $25 million, from $17 million to $102 million. Guys, they have chosen to increase the budget, which is an amazing thing for us as fans who love to watch these movies. The more the budget, essentially the better the movie, because that's the more money they can spend on the quality of the movie. So a $25 million increase from 70 to 102, it could mean a lot of things. It could mean there's going to be more explosions, there could be more CGI integrated scenes, there could be more diverse geographical locations, and like so much more. The more they increase the budget, the better off the film will be, because that's the more finances they can invest into this movie to make it cinematically enjoyable. So that's great. But still, don't get your hopes up, because this budget, even though it is increased by $25 million, it's still the lowest budget in the history of the Transformers cinematic universe. Guys, we are used to Michael Bay's live-action, explosive, crazy movies, right? We're used to that. Well, don't expect that for this film. And I've said it for the last night about not going into the movie with expectations, but in this situation, it's very, very crucial that you do not have too many expectations, because not only is Michael Bay not the director, but also the film budget is the lowest in history, which means the quality of the movie is not going to be on this massive, large, multi-billion-dollar scale like we're used to. It's going to be one of those smaller, side movies in the corner that just tells a story. And that's what the movie, in my opinion, or from what I understand, is going to be doing. It's just going to be telling a story. And that's going to be great. I want to know the story of Bumblebee. So, the Transformers Bumblebee movie, I have to get used to saying it, Bumblebee the movie, is officially $45 million less than the lowest Transformers movie budget, which is 2007. In addition to all of this, Peter Cullen, the king himself, the master, the grand voiceover of the universe. Guys, Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime, was recently interviewed, and in that interview, you guys already know that he confirms that that he's going to voice Optimus Prime in Transformers Bumblebee the movie, and And everybody kind of went crazy with that. And I just want to talk about that for just a second, because I want you guys to understand what kind of movie this is. Again, this is a lower scale film. Don't expect Optimus Prime to come flying down from Big Buddha, transform, and fight Demolisher, right? This is a lower scale. So when he said, well, okay, the question was, is his voice going to be in the movie? And that's when he said yes. So Optimus Prime's voice has been confirmed. However, Optimus Prime's actual physical involvement has not technically been confirmed. You know, because Optimus Prime can be in the movie without being seen, if you know what I mean. You know, Bumblebee's going to be on Earth at this time. It's going to be 2 years after the G1 situation happened. This is going to be taking place in the 1980s. Meaning that, you know, Optimus Prime may just be talking to Bumblebee through his comlink. Or there may be some references to Optimus Prime in the film. But him being there, like, fighting Decepticons, going crazy in Chicago, not what you guys might be thinking. So yeah, there's a lot of things in the previous instances of Transformers where this has actually happened. There's been many situations in different generations where Optimus Prime communicated through the comlink, and he wasn't physically there, but he was still an influence in the film, and that's something that you might have to expect for the Bumblebee movie, because we don't know if he's going to be there. Now, if Optimus Prime is going to be in the movie, there's a way that it could happen. One way is that flashback scenes. That's going to be very important, because if you're going to tell a story, if you're going to reveal something about yourself or your past, usually there's a flashback scene to coincide with that. So maybe we might see a flashback scene. We might see Optimus Prime and be on Cybertron, doing whatever it is that they're doing as Bumblebee tells his story. And that might be where the voice of Optimus Prime comes in, is through that flashback. That's a very, very plausible thing. Prime could also show up on Earth in a surprise conclusion of the final battle, as he's done in every Transformers film. And, like, in other words, we've always seen in every movie, Optimus Prime just shows up at the end of the final battle. It always happens. In the first movie, he came driving through the alley. In the second film, he was legit resurrected. And then, like, just became this big, gargantuan robot and just wiped out the Decepticons. Totally defeated the two main honchos. In the third movie, this dude came flying from the sky and just, like, went total rage on a group of Decepticons and ripped the crap out of Shockwave. In the fourth movie, the dude came on a freaking Dinobot, riding Grimlock into battle, yelling, "Charge!" In the fifth movie, the dude came flying, like, jumping off of Dragonstorm, and, like, totally destroyed Infernicus by one swipe of his arm. So, like, we've seen Optimus Prime show up, BAM! In a final battle, and he does some epic thing. This could happen again. Just saying. Michael Bay's not a part of this direction, but he's part of the producing. So it's very, very, like, in other words, Michael Bay has a creative influence. He has some type of influence in how this movie is going to eventually come out. The overall, what is the word? The end result. That's it. So, you know, his involvement could be at the very end when he shows up to probably maybe save Bumblebee or do something. You know, there's so many possibilities of Prime's involvement. Or maybe Optimus Prime can simply be a voice of narration. We've seen it in many other films. Actually, we've seen it in every film. Optimus Prime narrating something or, you know, doing some type of speech. He's always known for his oratorical power. Maybe Optimus Prime is going to be narrating the story of Bumblebee. You don't know what's going to happen, and I can't reveal stuff anyway, so just don't think he's going to come in like freaking guns blazing and gears grinding. He could, but don't expect it. That's what I'm saying. Don't expect it, because if it doesn't happen, your feelings are going to get hurt, and then you're going to be a critic, and you're going to become a hater, and then I have to block you. I'm going to have to block you at that point. No, anyways, so yeah, that is pretty cool about Peter Cullen and his voice of Optimus Prime. His voice is always iconic. I don't care what Optimus is doing, where he is, if it's even in the movie, because we haven't even seen anything. Like, we haven't seen any truck, any Peterbilt truck of Optimus in the filming process. There's been no vehicle that resembled Optimus Prime in the filming of Bumblebee the movie that could like even make us think that he's going to be in the film. So let's just not get our hopes up. I'm just saying it's good to be excited, but don't exaggerate it, because you have to understand what kind of movie we're dealing with. Another news, actually this is brand spanking new. Like this was 2 hours ago when this broke. Masterpiece Ironhide MPO6 has been not only officially announced, but revealed. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't know why, but Ironhide figures, in my opinion, have never been accurate. Have never been like movie accurate or cinematically accurate. This thing is so accurate. So yes, the Masterpiece movie series Ironhide MPO6 has been officially released, and there's been a lot of images of it, a lot of pretty cool reveals of it. People have been taking some good snapshots of it because it has been premiered, and it does feature die-cast detailing, articulated hands, a really nice posable neck, movable faceplates, 2 cannon accessories, and of course it converts into a GMC heavy-duty top kick 6500 4x4 crew prep edition mode in 45 steps. This thing is insane. Like, I personally, you guys know I like detail. Detail is just a big thing for me, because, I mean, if it's a figure, at least at least resemble the character in the movie. Don't be a figure that just doesn't even look like it, because what's the point of having the figure? Now, a lot of you guys have been asking about the price, and I've been looking everywhere for the price. I've been looking on Japanese websites for the price, and the price has not been officially announced or confirmed. So, but what I did find on this weird Japanese website, I did find that the price is to be announced, but it's being like displayed as $XX.XX, which basically means it's under $100 because of the double figure that's in the value. So I'm predicting it might be like around the price of the Bumblebee Masterpiece figure, or just a little bit more because it's Ironhide and it's a more hardy figure, or it might be the same as Bumblebee. I know Optimus Prime and Bumblebee were not the same prices, though they are both Masterpiece figures, because Bee's size and Optimus Prime's size are incomparable, because it's like a really big difference, and so Ironhide, depending on his size and all of his accessories, may determine the overall price. But based on what I saw at this Japanese website, it appeared that it's going to be a double digit, like a double figure type deal, so get ready for that. Somewhere under $100. Hopefully, we're hoping. I hope it's not like $99, because that would like legit suck. That would be bad. So yes, now, a lot of you guys have freaked out because y'all saw that Ironhide was released, Masterpiece movie series, and everybody on Instagram and Twitter and Transformers World and Cybertron went nuts because they're like, oh my god, Ironhide might be in the movie, Bumblebee the movie, Ironhide. Guys, that does not confirm his involvement in the film, unfortunately. I would love for Ironhide to be in the film, but this does not confirm it. Not saying he's not going to be in the film, but this is not the confirmation of that, because the Masterpiece figures equals the 2007 movie series. It's a Masterpiece movie series for movies that's already been released. That's how they're able to develop the figure, because they based it on the movie design that's already been released. So let's not get our panties in an uproar. Okay, this does not prove Ironhide's involvement in Bumblebee the movie. Just to give you guys an example and to kind of back that up a little bit, Masterpiece movie series Barricade was also revealed alongside this figure, and it was all, like, both of the body sculpts were based on the 2007 film, because that's what it's about. It's impossible, because even if Ironhide was confirmed for the Bumblebee movie, his body sculpt would have literally just been created, because, again, post-production just started. So the CGI, the body detailing, all that just started for the Bumblebee movie. So in order, like, even if this did confirm it, it wouldn't be accurate to the film, or how he looks, because we haven't gotten there yet. in terms of CGI detailing, we haven't gotten there yet. So yeah, this is not a confirmation of his involvement, but this is a great figure, a great piece of art. Like, it really is a masterpiece. I'm glad it's called Masterpiece. Now, we've been talking about Autobots and Optimus and Bumblebee and the storyline and all this cool stuff, but we have not yet spoken, my dear friends, about the Decepticons. Guys, what kind of freaking Decepticons is going to be in this movie? Well, there's been a recent tweet from Lockheed Studios that actually posted a picture of a guy standing in front of a vehicle, and that vehicle is confirmed to be a Decepticon. It is allegedly a modified red 1976 Plymouth GTX, and you'll see the Decepticon insignia below the hood. Now, we don't know who this guy is, okay? Well, yeah, okay, the public doesn't know who this guy is. All we can basically do as the public eye is guess based on the paint job. Now, a lot of people have been saying Knockout, because Knockout is like a really cool muscle car and he's painted red. He's a Decepticon. Can this be Knockout? Abso-freaking-lutely. Is this Knockout? I freaking can't tell you, but I'm just gonna tell you this. Get ready. But for all we know, for all the public knows, this could be like legitimately, it could be a brand new Decepticon. And it's very plausible. Don't think that this is a Decepticon that we already know. Don't like jump to conclusions. Like, oh, that's Knockout. No, we don't know, because this guy could have been a very key factor, and then he could have died at the end of the movie, which is why we never saw him in the 2007 film, and so on. So this could be a brand new guy that we never knew of, and by us going back in time and telling the story of Bumblebee, this could also be telling the story of this Decepticon. So it's very, very interesting. Guys, I am so excited. And lastly, I do want to say, just want to mention this because I did find this online. There's been some other characters that have been said to appear in the film, and those characters are Ultra Magnus and Strongarm. So, oh my god, if I see Ultra Magnus, I would already automatically like the movie, just because I like Ultra Magnus. He's like Prime's like almost like his twin, almost, you know? Like, they have a lot in common, and I like Ultra Magnus, so it's been said that Ultra Magnus is going to be in the film along with Strongarm, and Optimus Prime also, his physical character, because of what Peter Cullen said, so people are talking about him being in the movie. But guys, that's really all we have as of right now. It's very early in the process, you know, the year just started. There's trailers that's going to be coming out, teaser trailers, and then theatrical trailers, and you know, it's going to get exciting as the year continuously goes on. But once again, I just want to say, don't jump to conclusions. Don't be like, oh my god, this could be that, this could be that. It's okay to speculate and to talk about it and to gossip about it, but don't jump to conclusions, and please do not expect too much from this movie. Don't have too many expectations, and by too many I mean any. Expect just to be entertained. Just expect to enjoy the movie. That's the least we can expect as fans, because that's their main job as producers and directors, is to make this enjoyable, and that's all that matters. Now, I'm saying that right now in January, before this thing even starts kicking off, because I want you guys to just to keep that in mind. I said it for the last night, people didn't do it, and now they ended up hating the movie. I went in there with an open mind. I freaking enjoyed it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's all in the mentality, it's all in the perception and in the perspective that you take it. So please take it good, because this franchise needs to live on. And my closing question is, what would you name the 1971 Plymouth GTX Decepticon if you had to give a name to the character? Put your names in the comment section below. Go crazy. If you gotta go to the Transformers generator, like one of those websites, make a name for him. I guess if I had to put a name to him, he looks like his name would be like Scarleticus. Oh my god, Scarleticus. That's pretty cool. Like Scarlet because he's like red, Scarlet, and then Iticus, almost like Bruticus, or I don't know. Just go ahead and put your names in the comment section below. I'm gonna read those nicknames, and I guess my favorite one, I'll pin it. And that's about all, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it, and leave a comment down below, please. I love your comments. And that's all for today. My name is Alfonso, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.